Pat Robertson goes after Black Lives Matter, and Black Lives Matter has some words for Pat Robertson. If you don't know who Pat Robertson is, he's part of the Christian Broadcasting Network. He's a televangelist in his 80s. That's important. Now, recently on the 700 Club, which is a CBM program, he said in regards to Black Lives Matter, of course Black Lives Matter, of course. We care about oppression against poor people. Everybody who's got any sense, they do that. They don't like police brutality or some of those things, but that legitimate thing has been hijacked by these radicals and are using that label to put forth an agenda. And people need to be aware of it. They're talking about Marxist communism. They're talking about destroying the nuclear family. They're talking about destroying essentially Christianity as being racist. And all the way through, they want to upend the capitalist structure and destroy America. Of course, we want to stand with oppressed people against police brutality. Of course we do. But we don't want to get along with the lesbian, anti-family, anti-capitalist, Marxist revolution. We don't want that in America. Pat Robertson's in his 80s, so he said that with a little bit more gravel in his voice. And perhaps not as much energy. Before you roll your eyes about Pat Robertson being perhaps a homophobe or something like that, you have to remember he's a Christian evangelist in his 80s. What you may consider an unpopular idea or belief that he has was very popular in the 80s and 90s. This would be like me saying, I don't agree with incest. I don't agree with pedophilia. And then 30 years from now, while I'm doing a video, you guys saying, oh, there's Ryder at it again, that incestophobe and pedophobe. Because in 30 years, pedophilia and incest might be in vogue. Oh, you think that's gross, but that was the belief system with homosexuality 30 years ago. So in 30 years from now, what seemed taboo might very well be in fashion. BML founder Patrice Cullors responded to Pat Robertson's comments to insinuate that our movement is trying to destroy Christianity is disgraceful and outright offends our Christian siblings who are part of our movement against racial injustice. She says that the statements made by Robertson are completely inflammatory and dangerous. We want it to be very clear that the Black Lives Matter Global Network Foundation intentions are continuing to disrupt those individuals that have consistently attacked our character, progress, and path forward. This is key, what she says here. Black Lives Matter Global Network Foundation recognizes that our vision may not be agreed upon by everyone. You think? But to blatantly disregard our work and equate it to destroying religion is reckless. Why is that key? Because he accuses her of being anti-family, anti-capitalist, Marxist revolution. And the only thing that she addresses is that they're not attacking religion, that they're not attacking Christianity, because they have Christians who have been swept up in this organization. Why? Because the organization is called Black Lives Matter. And as Christians, of course, we care about everybody's life. Black life, Latino life, Indian lives, you name it. Christians are part of this movement, not quite understanding that she is indeed anti-family, anti-capitalist, Marxist. She is, in effect, admitting, here we go, let's say it again. We recognize our vision may not be agreed upon by everyone. Yes, you're admitting that you're here to destroy America, that you're destroying the capitalist society. You're here to destroy the family. It's worth noting also that they have been accused of, amongst other things, summoning dead spirits. Yes, I kid you not. Now, before you roll your eyes at me, here is a video of Melinda Abdullah along with Patrice Cullors. She is also one of the founders of BLM. Let's just watch this video and see what she says.
When we say the names, right? So we speak their names, we say her name, say their names. We do that all the time, that you kind of invoke that spirit, and then those spirits actually become present with you, right? The first thing that we do when we hear of a murder is we come out, we pray, we pour a libation, we build with the community where the person's life was stolen. And it took almost a year for me to realize that this movement is much more than a racial and social justice movement. At its core, it's a spiritual movement.
Oh, amen.
Because we're literally standing on spilled blood. We become very intimate with the spirits that we call on regularly, right? Like each of them seems to have a different presence and personality. You know, I laugh a lot with Waukesha, you know, and I didn't meet her in her body, right? I met her through this work.
To sum up, BLM is not here to destroy Christianity, according to them, but they do not deny being anti-family, being anti-capitalist, being Marxist, wanting to destroy America, and they perform rituals where they summon spirits and talk with them, even laugh with them. And this is who you guys support. This is who you're tattooing on your arm. Listen, supporting Black lives is great, but it's also divisive when you single out one group of people whose life you want to support. And if you say you support another group's life, then you're somehow racist. The devil was just laughing at you. You guys are idiots. Stop. Stop. You're following an organization that wants to tear down the foundations of this country and build in its place a society with no family structure, a Marxist society, a society where perhaps we chant and talk to dead spirits. This is like living in Canaan. We're all going to start worshiping Baal and cutting our hands, sacrificing our children, burning them alive in cauldrons. Come on, guys. You're better than this. You're smarter than this. You've got a sheep walking around with Black Lives Matter on it, and inside is an anti-American, anti-family, Marxist, idolatrous, pagan wolf. And you're just walking around tending to it. Is Pat Robertson way off base? No, he said nothing there that was wrong. We should all support family. We should all support our great society of America. We shouldn't be worshiping dead spirits. But maybe I'm like Pat Robertson and just too stuck in my ways. Maybe I think we should just worship the one true God instead. Leave your comments below if you just think I'm a bigot, off base, or if you agree that Black Lives Matter is a subversive organization that isn't even trying to hide its stripes anymore. Guys, thank you for watching. Click subscribe, like, and share. Let's get the word out about this organization. We love everybody. And as Christians, we're commanded to love everybody. Christianity changes our hearts so that we want to love everybody. We don't need an organization like this. We have much better organizations. And one of them is called the church, that is constantly fighting for people's lives. Through organizations like the Salvation Army, that is constantly feeding homeless. Not just homeless that have been affected by police brutality, but all homeless. And all races, and all sexual orientations. Everybody. We have some great organizations out there that aren't divisive, rather they bring people together. Don't get so twisted up and lose sight of what we're really trying to accomplish. Okay guys, I love you. Have a blessed week.